Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here at Financial Hub for a Forex market breakdown. I know it's been a while since we've done a market breakdown, about almost a month or so. We've been up and down doing other stuff, but we've been following up with our subscribers, people who are subscribed to our channel, and we've been following them up, taking more trades with them. So here's back on our free YouTube channel, because we always believe in giving out free educational, free content all at the same time. So we are always here, we'll always be here. So today I'm going to break down a few markets just to do a recap, looking at what is happening on a few pairs that I've been following for the past few weeks, and see also a few trades that we've been taking with the subscribers. So today, starting off, I'll start with USD CAD, one of my favorite pairs. I've been very bearish on this one. The last video we published, I was watching it a few hours ago, and I saw that I'd given a very bearish analysis on it, and what we can see is over here, market has really tumbled back down, targeting 1.330 support level. So looking at this pattern, basic ABCDE pattern was capped here, forming a double top formation. Market came down, we had sort of a consolidation around this level, and then we broke down with very strong momentum. What happened next is that market came shy 1.330. It touched 1.3315 level and then shot further up. So what I was paying attention to is market to go back higher, get liquidity, and shoot further down. So the level I was looking at was around this point, but we can see market hasn't yet reached that level. As you can see, this was a previous liquidity zone where market touched and fell almost more than 2,000 pips. Let's say around 1,000 pips at this level. So that's the same thing I was watching at this point. I was waiting for market to go back, get liquidity at that level before we shot further down. So I was taking some long trades. I don't like trading against the trend, so I had a short long trade which I came out profitable, and now I'm currently riding a short trade. So if you go down to the 1-day chart, so this happens in the market. We don't really get those perfect entries. So as you can see, I was looking at this formation. Personally, we're sort of in a channel formation, and I was looking at this to be my 1, 2. We got that 3. Where's that? Bring that there. So we got that 3. I was looking for 4 around this level, but that was a bit deep. According to Elliott wave analysis, one of the rules we follow is that the wave 4 always retraces back to around 38.2 or 50% Fibonacci level. So that's why we didn't really get that push up to get to this point. So I was really looking, this was a better risk reward ratio at this level, around 1.3750 level. As you can see, also it was capped over here, which market fell strongly after that. So we sort of came back, got liquidity at this zone. If I can show you where I got that from, is this previous level over here. So it was also a strong liquidity zone. So it's what I was paying attention to. As you can see over here, what happened next, market really tumbled. So that's what we're sort of getting over here. So I'm really short on this one. I entered around 1.36, around up here, around 3650 level. So I'm up about 120 pips, 130 pips, and I'm still riding this to take it further down. I'm really cautious if anything shows up to take this market further up. As you can see, this is my Elliott wave count. So after getting this top, this was the last video we were trading around this level. Market formed this 1, 2. We had an extended third wave which formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within it. Then sort of after it was complete, we sort of got this correction ABC, and sort of now market is sort of getting support at this level. So what I'm paying attention to, market can shoot further up. You see this blue trend line, we can go back and retest this level. Let me show you. We can go back higher, retest this level in line with 50 Fibonacci. Maybe we can consolidate here for some time before we get that push to the downside. So that is what I'm paying attention to right now at the moment. But still, all in all, I'm still very bearish. Market can continue falling from here, and we can see market just catapulting all the way down. So that's what I'm paying attention to. Really cautious on this one. Market can move further up and move further down. So as well, this can also be another A. This can be an A. Maybe we're looking for a B around here, then we can get a C around there. So that's why I'm really cautious on this one. That's what I'm paying attention to. Market can shoot further up, get that C level, get more liquidity before we shoot further down. But when it comes to the fourth wave, I'm not normally looking for that deep correction most of the time. So that's what I'm looking at on USD CAD, and we can move on to the next pair. So next I'll look at oil. So looking at oil, this is the weekly chart. We can see also Elliott wave analysis has been really respected in this triangle formation. Also going down, market shot all the way down to crash to the $0 mark. We covered this on the last video, and I don't really do that. So do it again. So looking at that, what market has been doing, we've been having this very, very strong bullish momentum. As I said on my previous analysis, I really did not pay attention to this play off coming along, and I was really slacking on this one. But currently I'm really trading it, and I'm really looking for further highs to be reached. So if you go down to the 1 day chart, that's the 1 week, what you get to see is after market crashed all this way down, so we got this 1 2 3 4 5 formation all the way down. So now we're sort of in a new trend. So the trend now currently is uptrend. I can only confirm that once we come back above the $40 mark, that we're really in a bullish market. Once we go up the $40 mark and start hitting the $50 mark, that's when I can be sure that the trend has actually changed. But currently what I'm watching is market has been going up, we respected this trend line, then we broke it, we came and retested this level. As you can see, this was a previous resistance, now it stands to support. We can see market retested it over here, and currently I'm looking for very long plays further up to at least touch the $42.5 mark. So if you go to the 4-hour chart, we already know the trend to the is on the upside. Now what formation is actually happening? What we can see is that market has been respecting Elliott wave analysis as well. So what I'm really looking at is that market had this 1-2 sort of, I'm watching this to be sort of my third extension wave, but according to Elliott waves are really subjective. If you don't know how to plot them nicely, and as well also when the market is beginning a trend, it can also be very subjective because you're not sure which direction the trend is going. So I sort of have this, I've just sort of changed it right now. So we sort of had this third, we're currently in this third very strong impulse wave, forming this 1 2 3, that's my 3 around this level. We got this ABC correction to form that 4, and now currently we're going to target this 5 in line with the third wave being complete. Then we get that main correction of the fourth wave, and then we finish the fifth wave. So currently that's what I'm looking at. There was a very good entry yesterday, 1-hour chart. What you can see happening is that during this correction, market came down and we rejected this 34.5, around 34.5 level 3 times. So market came once, we got that support, shot up, didn't get that much momentum to the upside. Market opened, we shot further down, and then we shot down, and then market has been shooting all the way up. So I currently have a long position on this one, riding it, looking for 42.5 as I've said, and $45 mark, but 42.5 being my first target. So if you get an entry today, let's say you're around this level, you can put your stops just below 35 if you're targeting to get around 42.5. Let me just extend that, which is not a bad risk reward. According to your risk appetite, your risk, your account, you can look to get this trade and ride it all the way up to form new highs. I always like betting on the direction of the trend. I don't like being against the trend. So such plays, these corrections, I don't like being in it, but I like really watching how market is performing when we're shooting further up. So this is what I'm watching on oil. I like comparing this to the UK oil. Let's just go back to the 4-hour chart. It gives a better indication that the oil market is actually in an uptrend. So currently this is what I'm watching on this one. I've not adjusted my Elliott wave analysis, but as you can see also this one we're having sort of bullish plays. So currently that's what I have. Basically I'm also looking for this gap to be filled. So you can see this big gap over here. Market sort of came and filled half of it, but we've not completed it. So that's what I'm looking at. Even if you go back to oil, the gap has almost also been complete, but not fully. So this is what I'm looking at. So yeah, so I'm currently long on this one. You can also ride the wave and get that good trade on this one. So apart from that, let's move on to one last one and we can finish off from there. So looking at Aussie dollars, my next pair, as I shared with the subscription group, currently I was waiting. This was before sort of what I've been watching on this one. We sort of have this downward channel, sort of a triangle formation going down. Let's just call it a channel for now. It's almost parallel lines. So we've been having this trend line that has been really respected, which I see market heading to that level before we get an actual correction on this one. So as I was sharing with the group earlier on yesterday, I was looking for market to drop down to 0.6750 around this level before we get that push to the upside, but we can see market hasn't really touched it, and sort of we got support at this level and market has been shooting up. What I was looking for that level is because this was a previous liquidity level. As you can see, this candlestick was a very good indication, because once this candlestick tapped this level, and if I can move it a bit higher, we can see market got support at this level, and when we broke it, we got that strong break, got that sort of retest at this level, and market just shot further down. So it's currently really waiting for market to get to this level so that I can get that good entry and good risk reward to push it further to the upside, just to target this trend line that is this downward trend line in formation. But what really capped this, if we go to the daily chart, there's nothing much here. You can see 750 0.6750 was in line with this support level that market respected this previous time, and that's the level I was really looking for. But this trend line has really held the market. As you can see, market tapped this level, and market just touched it yesterday and we shot further up. If you go to the 4-hour chart, you can beautifully see it because it's in a channel formation. So this is the formation that I was looking at, sort of that. So you can see we had this 1 2 3 4 5 ABC correction, then we started another impulse wave to the upside, 1 2 3, which was a very strong third wave. We got that fourth wave, and now I'm looking for that fifth push to the upside. So in respect to the channel formation, so you can see on this trend line, you can see that's what happened. And as I said on the previous video, my fourth wave on the Elliott wave analysis, I'm usually looking for 38.2 or 50% retracement level, and that's what we got at this level. I was currently short from this point, actually took a shot all the way from this point. I've been shorting this pair. We got that correction to this pair to this level. You can see this was a liquidity level, market short to this level previously, came back, retested it, and we shot further down. So I was quick to come out of this market together with the subscribers, and now we're looking for market to push further up. So currently what is happening at the moment, now I'm really paying attention to how market will respect this level. We are about to enter the London session. Right now is 9:23 a.m. here in Nairobi, so we can get a retest to this level before we get that push to the upside. However, if we get to break below this level, then I'll be really cautious, because this is a very strong liquidity level. So if you see market breaking below, we close below and coming down with momentum, then I'll take out my trades that are currently floating, and I'll take my profit wherever it is, because market can continue pushing further down. And if you go and look at euro US dollar, okay, what I'm looking at is that so sort of having this sort of we got a 1 2, a very good 2 correction, then we sort of had this third very strong impulse wave. So you can see we had a 1 2 3 4 5 formation, and currently we're forming this correction. So according to my Elliott wave analysis, I'm currently not trading this one. What I'm just watching is that how market is respecting this Elliott wave analysis. According to my instincts, or rather my emotions, I don't like trading with emotions, but what they're telling me is that market can push further up, but I do not like going against my analysis. So what I can look at on this one is maybe have that good correction, that A, B, see, maybe to that 38.2 level, maybe even to this support level at this region before we get that push to the upside. However, if we break above these previous highs, then this will be a fifth wave in formation, and that means the bullish trend is really strong, such that the bears cannot take it to this lower level. So that's what I'm looking at on this one. On Euro USD, also very, very bullish on this one. If you look at the daily chart, you can see the daily chart. We sort of had this yesterday, a very strong bullish close. However, I'd be also cautious about this trend line information. This trend line that you can see, market bounced off here, and bounced off here at the moment. So we can get that deep correction, but I'm skeptical on this one. I'm not trading Euro USD at the moment. I'm just focused on USD CAD, Aussie dollar, and oil. Those are the three main trades that I'm running with right now and what I'm paying attention to. But basically, that's what I have. That's what we're looking at. Euro USD, also a very good analysis. If this pair comes and touches 38.2, then it will be a really good trade, or if it breaks above this previous high, then it will be a very good trade as well. So we'll wait and see how market performs today during the London session and also during the New York session. It'll really guide us, because the beginning of the week market can be trending the opposite trend of the main direction of the trend. So we can get that push maybe to the downside very, very quick, and we go to the upside. But that's what I'm looking at. Pay attention to that. Just one quick last one. GA looking very, very short on this one. If we go to the 1 hour chart, just a quick one, we can see market. Let me just do a quick one. I thought I'd made this. So we sort of had this correction forming an A, B, C, D, E. So we sort of had this correction. There's a 2. Sorry about that. So we sort of have the A, B, C, D, E. Market corrected all the way to that level. I was very, very bearish on this one, as along with the Aussie dollar long. So I was seeing very strong bearish on this one. So now what happened? Market has touched the same level as D at this level. That's why we're seeing that correction happening at the same time. Many profits are taken at this level. So currently what I'm watching is how market would respect this level, this previous level, a retest of this broken trend line, and maybe a further push to the downside if you get that Aussie dollar strength. So that's what I'm watching on GA. Very good trades, very good setups. You can ride along with this one. Pay attention to it, and may the pips be with you. So have a wonderful week. We'll catch up next week, see how markets performed. But that's what we're doing right now, paying keen attention to the markets. There's a very good analysis happening on gold as well. It's been really consolidating for a while, but very soon it's going to break out. So I'm currently watching that. Maybe I'll do a breakdown next week, but this is what I'm currently watching for this week. So have a good week, guys.
economic recession and a bear market.
This is the time we tell you people to sit tight and watch the markets closely.